really wanted to be a rock star. I want to learn how to play guitar like Eddie Van Halen and go on tour and then my hair fell out. But I would spend actually when I was younger, I would spend a lot of time going to the Richland Library on Sumter Street, reading books, and we didn't have a lot of amenities growing up. It was tight and big Italian family. Dad was the only one working. Mom was handicapped and stuff. So we would spend our days. My brother Harry and I would take the bus downtown, go to Richland Library. We'd photocopy, take pictures home and trace them and color them. We would read books all day long. Everything from cooking books to the history of rock and roll bands that we liked, or anything like that. It was a lot of fun, and that's my fond memories. The library was when I was a kid. I would say the person or persons that have influenced me the most, weird enough, is Edward Van Halen. I admired his guitar playing. I admired his sense of self, that he didn't try to sound like anybody else. He was his own person. And I also like the fact that he always tried to do more, bigger, better, faster, louder. Everything was way more than what was expected. And I've lived my life that way. And I cook that way. I do everything that way. So I would say, rest in peace. Eddie Van Halen was one of my biggest influences. The most challenging part of being a chef is people. People is the most challenging part. It's not cooking, it's not understanding what to cook or how to make it or a technique. It's understanding human condition. The kitchen is a very volatile place. Some people say it's stressful. I refuse to admit that. I don't think it's stressful at all. I think it's hectic, and I think you have to be the type of person that is okay with jumping in the fire with a can of gasoline and being all right with that. And I think people is the hardest thing. Understanding human condition and challenging yourself to motivate that. Oh, wow, there's a whole long list. Uh, I would say definitely chicken livers, chicken gizzards, offal. That's my favorite things, sausages and salamis, They don't like anything that is like super intense. They want everything very simple, mac and cheese and chicken fingers and fries. A favorite book I read, yeah, actually, it's a book called What Color is Your Parachute? And I can't remember the author's name off the top of my head, but it's called What Color is Your Parachute? And it basically directs you to understand your character traits, your strengths and weaknesses, and it ultimately helps you decide who you want to be when you grow up. I remember my friend Jeremy gave it to me and told me to read it. I was lost. I was trying to figure out, do I want to be a rock star and that's not really working out, or do I want to go into the cooking world? And I wanted nothing to do with the restaurant industry. After I read this book, I literally went upstairs and told who's now my wife, Cheryl, I said, I think I'm supposed to be a chef. And that's what started the process of where I am today. One thing I learned in school that I still use today is definitely that your mind is a tool, and learning is about sharpening that tool and utilizing that tool for what you need it for. It's not about memorizing what's on the page or how to solve a problem. It's learning how to use your brain. And I think that was the most important thing I learned. My favorite type of music to cook to is metal. And the louder, the faster, and the harder and heavier, the better. I like death metal, speed metal, thrash metal, and heavy metal. Everything from Black Sabbath to Slayer. It's the best thing. It gets me going. It's like audible coffee. That's what I love about it. It gets me fired up. One thing people should know about my food is definitely that I do not shy away from my techniques. If I say it's caramelized, it's going to be caramelized. If I say it's moist and delectable, it's going to fall apart and melt in your mouth. The other thing I do not shy away emphatically is seasoning and flavor. It has to have flavor. Spice, salt, pepper, whatever it is. It's got to punch you in the face.